The next speaker that we're going to have today, the gentleman of the founder of the organization, Honor and Remember, and a Gold Star father. Let's welcome Mr. George Lutz.
I am so humbled today by all of you that are here joining with us. It's amazing to just look out there and see all of your faces. And I personally want to thank the veterans, especially, let me start with those veterans that are here under medical care. I want to thank them for giving a piece of themselves, mentally or physically, for all of our freedoms here. Please give them a hand. And I don't want to belabor this, but it is important. All of those that have served this country, I'm thinking maybe 90% of the population right here in front of me. If you serve this country in any capacity, raise your hand. Look around. All right, clap for these. Thank you. Thank you for your service. And then there's another group that I want to remember. Those groups, or that group, that left their loved ones on the battlefield in various places around this country, whether on our soil or in foreign soils. And we're going to honor today several families that are here sitting up front. Some of them may not be up front at the moment. But I want to tell you that if you haven't met them, there are many families out there standing with you that have lost sons and daughters and husbands and wives. And if you have lost someone in service, I would like you to please stand or raise your hand so everyone can see you. Please stand or raise your hand if you've lost someone. Please look around and identify each one of these special people. And I want you to meet them and thank them personally at the end of the ceremony. Please give them a hand for their sacrifice. Thank you. On December 29, 2005, I lost my son in Iraq. To say that I was numb, there isn't a word for how I felt. And it took me many, many months to begin to feel again, to begin to realize that I still had a life, that I still existed, because everything was wrapped around my son. And you come to realize that at the moment of that loss, all new memories will cease. There will be no more birthday parties, phone calls, letters, emails. It all ended. So you begin to look around and grab a hold of everything you can find. Anything that, any correspondence, any photograph, any videotape, anything you can find, you want to embrace that because it's all you have. And after several months of that, I realized there wasn't any more things to find. And I looked around the country and I kept hearing words like, "We will never forget and support our troops." They were all wonderful, but inwardly I was thinking to myself, my troop didn't come home. What was the country doing for him? The military does a wonderful job. The veterans do a great job of remembering they're the brotherhood. They understand. They're the ones that have built the monuments, have named the bridges, have created the tributes that you find everywhere. But there's about 90% of our population that has no clue what sacrifice means. They have no clue what every one of you have put, as putting your life on the line, have done for all of us. I was in New York City this week and could see a lot of apathy. I couldn't get the attention of the media, having lost my son and having two mothers with me who lost their sons. To me, that is a travesty. But yet, maybe I'm selfish. But I realized after I lost my son that there's two really important things that we as Gold Star families and friends cry out for. Please don't let that sacrifice have been in vain. And more importantly, please don't forget. I was with a mother this week in New York, and every uniformed soldier that she walked up to, she would hand a card with her son's picture on it. And she would say, "I'm a Gold Star mother. I lost my son. Thank you for your service." Most sadly, those uniformed Marines and Navy had no idea what a Gold Star mother was, even in the military. But I say that because she had to keep the memory of her son moving forward. That saddened me for her to see that. But what I realized was that this nation had no public symbol, no emblem, nothing tangible by which they could say thank you. Because even you guys out here, you may not know what to say to a family who's lost their loved one. There are no words. Nothing can change the circumstance. So what do? Well, you hope they're feeling fine. And that void, I believed, needed to be filled with something that Americans could fly specifically in honor of those lost. Specifically. We have flags for everything in this country. We have emblems for every organization. Even every state in the United States has its own flag. But we've never had a flag that honors the life sacrifice to be able to fly this flag, to be able to fly any flag. In New York, those people walking up and down the street, our sons and daughters and husbands and wives died so they could walk up and down the street and ignore it. That's okay. I don't mind. But selfishly, I would like to see us as a country have something to remember. And that's why the Honor and Remember flag was created. Gentlemen, everyone has seen this symbol. I'm just going to take an opportunity to explain it so everyone can see. And when we get closer to the presentations, you guys may want to get closer.